Kia ora koutou, I'm Michael Fletcher and I'm Principal of Chaucer School here in Tamaki Makaurau in our awesome country of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Here are 3 tips for CC, 3 tips for controllable change. Talking of change, I wonder if... What about... I'm not sure. What about... Nah. Tip number 1. Your needs. You can decide whether you want to ask yourself the question, what do I need right now? Then you can control whether you take action. For example, if you find yourself at the end of the day feeling stressed and drained, you can make some changes. You can decide to walk a lap of the school before school every day. You can decide to take a healthy breakfast to school because you might not have time to eat it at home. You can decide to do a 3-minute meditation every day. You can control whether you focus on your needs first. Tip number 2, interactions. A few years ago, I was going into a class to do a classroom observation on a reliever, or guest teacher as we call them. They'd asked me to come in and watch them teach and give them some feedback. So I walked into the class, slumped into a chair, watched this guest teacher during the lesson, and then we did a debrief afterwards. At the end of the debrief, the guest teacher said to me, Michael, can I give you some feedback? And I was a bit surprised, but I said, sure. He said, I wanted to let you know that when you came in, your body language really communicated that you were tired, and then you slumped down into the chair and your body posture was quite hunched over. In fact, everything about your body language said that you were tired and you looked quite stressed. And I've always remembered that because, of course, we can control how we are looking in terms of our body language, facial expressions, non-verbal cues. We can also control the tone of our voice, our facial expressions. And all of these things can have a positive or negative impact on our interactions with big people and little people. I've also found it helpful to have someone on staff that I can trust who can give me feedback and can check in with me and will give it to me straight. Sometimes I'll check in with this person at the end of a hui and ask them for feedback about how I did. Tip number 3, the calendar. As principals, we have a lot of autonomy about what happens at our school and when it happens. This includes things like before and after school hui and PLD sessions. So, for example, if you're receiving feedback from your staff that perhaps things are feeling a bit full on and a bit overwhelming, you have the autonomy and the power to control things and to make some changes. Being a principal can at times feel pretty lonely. That's where having someone outside of your school to bounce ideas off, debrief and get advice can be a real godsend. That's where coaching can come in. If you're interested in having a no obligation chat, get in touch. We provide coaching from an accredited coach who is also a leading principal. Thank you for watching. Kia kite anō.